It's party time.
The following contest is a steel cage match. Making his way to the ring from the edge of reality, weighing in at 177
It's now time for the steel cage match we've all been waiting for.
And judging from the sound of this crowd, the expectation level is high for this one. But I assure you, this match will not disappoint.
This man is a real force, Drew McIntyre.
Revamped attitude, revamped appearance.
And his opponent from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, the WWE Champion Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre's made it his mission to eliminate all the complacency in WWE. You know, Drew McIntyre arrived and he was the chosen one. Handpicked by WWE Chairman Mr. McMahon. And Drew will admit that he became complacent. Felt like he didn't have to work hard to get to the top. When he got fired, he went away, he got a new attitude, and now he's back, bigger and badder than ever, with a vengeance.
Yeah, this new attitude from Drew McIntyre dictates he will take whatever he wants.
McIntyre laser focused. And here we go with what will undoubtedly be a thrilling steel cage match.
Well, the door's locked, and at this point, the competitors might just be wondering exactly what they've gotten themselves into.
Drew McIntyre looking to squeeze his opponents like a set of bagpipes.
Byron, that metaphor is uglier than a pile of haggis.
Suplex. Boom, what impact. This might be it.
Oh, my.
And setting him up. Oh, knee to the face.
That's going to hurt.
Perhaps a powerbomb here, Corey.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Impressive show of strength here, guys.
Yeah, but think about all the energy this is likely sapping.
According to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back 80 years. To settle a dispute between competitors Jack Bloomfield and Count Pietro Rossi, the two met inside a ring.
Here's a cover. No, they're not done yet, not even close.
Yeah, this is way too early to be going for the win.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point out to our viewers that from the 1960s to the mid-1980s, chain link fences were used to enclose the ring for WWE steel cage matches. A superstar could win by pinfall submission or by exiting the cage through the cage door or climbing over the top of the cage.
We should also point out, Michael, that the way to win a steel cage match can vary by match depending on what was agreed to before contracts to compete in the match were signed. Talking about history, at WrestleMania 2, WWE unveiled the redesigned steel cage with solid steel blue bars before returning to chain link mesh in the late 1990s.
Harsh impact. Nailed it. Beautiful technique. And there's a kick out at one. Ooh, what impact.
He's on his heels. I'd say he's starting to feel the pressure a bit.
This cage really has gotten the best of him tonight so far. So much so that it makes me question if he even has what it takes to win this thing.
You gotta believe this one's over. This might be it.
Oh, my. Drew McIntyre beginning to peter out here.
He'll need to find a way to turn things around here.
He's really starting to look fatigued here, guys, and when that happens, your whole body starts to give out on you. He's gonna need to be careful here.
You can learn a lot about a guy in a match like this, and what I've learned so far here tonight is that there's absolutely no quit in him. The best way to describe combatants clashing inside a steel cage is its battle of attrition. Sometimes a superstar is left with no choice but to fight fire with fire and do whatever they need to do in order to win the match. And sometimes it comes down to a superstar doing whatever they need to do in order to survive.
Byron, you touched on this earlier, but it's so important for a superstar to accept that there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in a steel cage match. That the conflict will be resolved within the 15-foot-high steel walls that surround the ring. And that losing a cage match can mean much more than a mark in the loss column. For some, it has meant the end of their career.
It's difficult to describe the damage that can be done to a superstar who competes in a steel cage match. We see the physical harm, but we don't see the psychological effects from being inside the cage. Make no mistake about it, Michael, the steel cage truly represents survival of the fittest. We talk about how important stipulations are in a steel cage match. If superstars sign a contract where the only way to win is escape the cage and have both your feet touch the floor, the competitors must have a plan. Especially since you have to be comfortable trying to escape through the cage door as you do climbing over the top of the cage and vice versa.
Unbelievable. This singles match is over.
These superstars put on quite a show. Here's another look. He ain't messing around.
Every single minute of this one was memorable.
Here is your winner, the Masked Man.
Wow, aggressions were certainly at an all-time high during that steel cage match.
That's the kind of win that makes you feel good about yourself.
Guys, it sounds like we can all agree that was an extremely impressive win.
Take a lesson from Drew McInture, and that'll teach you to chicky boom, chicky boom, chicky boom.